What is up, everybody? JT Dangerously once again. I am back for my NXT Takeover New York 2019 predictions. Now, NXT Takeover New York happens next Friday, live and exclusively on the WWE Network from the sold-out Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Now, when it comes to takeovers going into WrestleMania weekend, these takeovers always deliver, and sometimes even beats the WrestleManias. And this year's NXT TakeOver going into WrestleMania 35 this year is quite possibly, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion, the best NXT TakeOver card I have seen in a long, long time. This card is stacked. We have 5 fantastic matches, and 5 titles are going to be on the line, and we're going to be crowning a new NXT champion. So I am very excited to do my NXT TakeOver New York predictions for you guys, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, a record. Coming into NXT TakeOver New York after our last NXT TakeOver, which was NXT TakeOver Phoenix back in January, we went 4-1. So our record coming in is 35-10. So we're coming in hot, and we're looking to keep it that way. So hopefully in this video we will continue the winning ways. We're on a 2 pay-per-view winning streak. Hopefully in this video we make it 3. Now, if you have not checked out my Ring of Honor's Road to G1 Supercard Baltimore predictions yet, definitely go check it out. This is the second video of the day, and there will be 2 more videos later this week. So, hopefully you guys will be able to watch all of these videos. Always show your support on all of my videos by watching those videos, super kicking those like buttons and that notification bell, commenting your picks and your opinions in the comment sections down below. Now, if this is your first time watching my channel today, it's a first-time viewer, and this is your first video, boy, pick to go in if you're a huge NXT fan like myself, and you're ready for easily the best NXT TakeOver card in 2019. Welcome to the Dangerous Alliance. I'm JT Dangerously. Welcome to the club, because this club is just 2. Whoop, whoop. Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into these predictions. Starting off with the first matchup. It is for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Starting off with the challengers. They are the 2019 Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic winners, and they're looking to become the next NXT Tag Team Champions. They are the team of the former North American Champion, the one and only Ricochet, and the former NXT World Champion, the Prince of Darkness himself, Aleister Black. And Ricochet and Aleister Black are challenging the reigning and defending NXT Tag Team Champions, the former 2-time IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, and a former Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. And if you know their music back in Ring of Honor, you know who I'm talking about. Get ready for war. They are Warbeard Hansen and Ray Rowe, War Machine. Now, starting off with Aleister Black and Ricochet, they won the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic tournament this year by defeating the Forgotten Sons in the finals, and they're earning a huge opportunity here to become the next NXT Tag Team Champions. But let's be honest here, folks. We've seen them on Raw and SmackDown. They even had a Raw Tag Team title shot, at Fastlane. So let's be honest. I'm happy Ricochet and Aleister Black won the tournament, but the match, they're moving up to the main roster, and this is their last NXT TakeOver. So the result of this matchup is going to be very, very predictable. Then on your side, you have War Machine looking to make their first title defense at an NXT TakeOver, a successful one. They won the titles back at NXT TakeOver Phoenix against the Undisputed Era team of Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly, and they're looking to just dominate this NXT Tag Team division like they did in Ring of Honor and in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So coming from me in this first matchup for the NXT Tag Team titles, this is a pretty straight pick. I'm going with War Machine, obviously, to retain the NXT Tag Team titles by any means and defeat the team of the one and only Ricochet and Aleister Black. And now the next matchup. It is a fatal 4-way match for the NXT Women's Championship. Starting off with the challengers. First, she is the former undefeated EST of NXT. She is Bianca Belair. Next, you have an international star that has been well known in Japan, and she was a finalist of this year's 2019 Mae Young Classic before losing to Toni Storm. She is indeed the Queen of the Sky. She is Io Shirai. Next, you have a former NXT Women's Champion looking to regain the One Piece and become once again the Queen of the Pirates in the NXT Women's division. It's time to set sail with the Pirate Princess herself, Kairi Sane. And all three of these women are challenging the reigning and defending and first ever two-time NXT Women's Champion. She is the Submission Magician. She is the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler. Now, this is going to be a classic Fatal 4-Way matchup. 3 challengers against the champion, and the champion only has a 25% chance of retaining. Now, this matchup could have been a one-on-one matchup, but with the constant interference of Shayna Baszler, Yasmin Duke, and Maria Shafir, NXT really didn't have a choice but to put all 3 women in the title match. Now, you got Bianca Belair, who pushed Shayna Baszler to her limit at NXT TakeOver Phoenix in January. You got Io Shirai, who is looking to become only the 3rd Japanese NXT Women's Champion. And then you have Kairi Sane looking to regain the gold. Then you have the champ, Shayna Baszler, who's been the champion since October of last year at WWE's Evolution. And she's been a dominant champion. And she's looking to continue the most dominant NXT title run in history. So coming from me in this Fatal 4-Way matchup for the NXT Women's Championship, 4-way matches are always hard to predict because you got a 1 in 3 chance you're going to get this one right. So coming from me, I'm going to go with Io Shirai to become the new and the 3rd Japanese NXT Women's Champion and defeat Shayna Baszler, Kairi Sane, and Bianca Belair. And now the next matchup. It is for the NXT North American Championship. Starting off with the challenger. He is the #1 contender for the NXT North American Champion. Himself a former PWG champion, a former Battle of Los Angeles winner. He is the original King of Bros, Matt Riddle. And Matt Riddle is challenging the reigning and defending NXT North American Champion. He is the most charismatic wrestler in NXT. He is the Velveteen Dream. Now, starting off with Matt Riddle first, this is his first real test in NXT. I'm not counting those matches with Cassius Ohno because those matches were kind of lopsided. This is Matt Riddle's first real test in NXT, and it's also his first singles title shot. A man who is well known in winning championships and just a straight up shooter in MMA. This guy can definitely go with anybody, including Brock Lesnar. But Matt Riddle's got a big opportunity. He's looking to prove that he's not boring. He's just cool. Matt Riddle reminds me so much of Rob Van Dam, that whole whatever attitude, and, you know, it's cool, it's whatever. I love it, and I love the character, and I love the competitor itself, but this is his first real test, and he's looking to become the next North American champion. The introduced idea of the Velveteen Dream making his first title defense at NXT TakeOver since winning the belt from Johnny Gargano back on NXT television a couple weeks ago. And he's looking to give the NXT North American title an experience like it's never had before. Now, champions coming into TakeOver lately have not done very well at defending the North American title. I think Adam Cole lost it in his first title defense. What's his name? Ricochet lost it in his first NXT TakeOver title defense, and now Velveteen Dream is looking to erase that bad luck and retain the belt for the first time at an NXT TakeOver. So coming from me in this matchup for the NXT North American Championship, man, it's the Bro Mission versus the Purple Rain elbow drop. And the question is, what kind of attire Velveteen Dream is going to be bringing out? He's brought out the Hulk Hogan. He's brought out a lot of different things, even having on his tights book Bring Me Up Vince. You know, you just don't know when it comes to Velveteen Dream. But coming from me, I'm going to go with the Velveteen Dream to retain the NXT North American Championship by any means and defeat Matt Riddle in a banger. And now the next matchup. It is for the NXT UK Championship, finally being defended at NXT TakeOver since TakeOver Chicago back in 2017. Starting off with the challenger. He is the #1 contender for the NXT UK Championship, and he is looking to add another championship to his resume. He is a former PWG champion. He is the Austrian anomaly. He is Walter. And Walter is challenging the longest reigning and defending NXT UK champion. He is the Bruiserweight himself, Pete Dunne. Now, this whole thing came to be at NXT TakeOver Blackpool during the Royal Rumble weekend, where Pete Dunne successfully defended the NXT UK title against Joe Coffey, and then the music hit, and the Austrian Anomaly walked to the ring as the ring general, coming up and made his claim for the NXT UK Championship. Now, starting off with Walter first, this is going to be my first time watching him wrestle. Now, I have heard some stories about this dude's chops, and my boy Mitchell Seagull, one of my best friends, showed me a highlight of this dude's chops. Now, I have seen chops from Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho, Ric Flair, Ricky Steamboat, Roderick Strong, Kazuchika Okada, Kenny Omega, Hiromu Takahashi, Michael Elgin. But that video he showed me, his chops are almost as worse as all of them combined. I mean, he was chopping guys like Ricochet and PWG, Zack Sabre Jr., and you can see the blood vessels in their chest just exploding. And really, Walter's the man who made PCO not human. Let's be honest. He is the reason PCO is not human in Ring of Honor right now. And I got to give thanks to my boy Mitchell Seagull for that highlight films of this dude's chop there. Every time I heard it, I was like holding my chest like, oh, like what do you call it? It was that bad. And honestly, this is the matchup he wanted, and he's not gonna disappoint. I'm just gonna say this right now. Rest in peace, Pete Dunne's chest, because when Walter hits you, you'll be in the grave before you even know it. There here's how you have Pete Dunne coming in as the longest reigning NXT UK champion. He's been the UK champion. Think about this. For 2 years. He's gone on an Okada level title run. He's been the champ for 2 years. He hasn't defended the NXT UK title at an NXT TakeOver ever. He won the title at NXT TakeOver Chicago back in 2017, but this is his first time defending it at NXT TakeOver, not NXT TakeOver UK TakeOver, NXT TakeOver. And he's looking to continue the longest reigning championship streak in this matchup, and his chances are slim. So coming from me in this matchup for the NXT UK Championship, this is a foregone conclusion. Rest in peace, Pete Dunne's chest, and the longest reigning championship reign in wrestling right now. I am taking the Austrian Anomaly Walter to become the new and only the third NXT UK champion and defeat Pete Dunne. And now the main event. It is 2 out of 3 falls for the vacant NXT Championship. Starting off with the challengers. First, he is the leader of the Undisputed Era, and he was the very first NXT North American Champion, and he's the only man in Ring of Honor history to hold the Ring of Honor World Championship 3 times. And he is the Panama City Playboy, and if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. Baby. Baby! 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 He is Adam Cole, and that's Adam Cole, baby! And his opponent is a former NXT Tag Team Champion and another former NXT North American Champion, and he's looking to finally become the NXT Champion. He is Johnny Wrestling himself, Johnny Gargano. Now, this matchup was supposed to be Tommaso Ciampa defending the NXT title against Johnny Gargano in the final time ever. But with the severe neck injury Ciampa suffered, he had to vacate the belt. So Gargano was in the title matchup, but we had to find out who was going to face him for the vacant NXT title. And thus, Triple H made the fatal 5-way matchup on March 20th on NXT when Adam Cole defeated 4 of the top superstars in NXT to earn this shot by defeating Ricochet, Aleister Black, the Velveteen Dream, and Matt Riddle. And thus, the match was made, and it turned out to be a 2 out of 3 falls matchup. And you already know, 2 out of 3 falls matchups are never bad. I mean, the last 2 out of 3 falls matchup I saw was Omega Okada at Dominion last year. Now, here's a dangerous fact. This may be the first time they have met one-on-one in NXT, but it's not the first time they have met one-on-one in anywhere else. This is only the second one-on-one meeting between Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano. The last time these two met for a championship, you got to go all the way back to 2013 at PWG's All-Star Weekend when Adam Cole was then the PWG champion, defeated Johnny Gargano to retain the PWG championship. So it's been a while since these two have met one-on-one. Now, starting off with Adam Cole first, this is his biggest opportunity. I mean, he debuted at NXT Takeover in Brooklyn, at NXT Takeover Brooklyn 3. He has been there for 2 years. He's already the first ever North American champion. He was a co-holder of the NXT Tag Team Championships, and now he has a chance to become the undisputed, you see what I did there, NXT champion and a Grand Slam champion at that. And he's looking to say what he has been saying all the time. He is looking to make 2019 undisputed. And it seems like every time you see Adam Cole, a title just gravitates around him. The North American title gravitated around him, and now the NXT title is gravitating around him. And it could be his destiny to finally win the NXT title and begin the Adam Cole era in NXT. The other side, you have Johnny Gargano looking to finally win the NXT title. I mean, how many opportunities has Johnny Gargano had at this NXT title? I mean, he had shots against Cien Almas. He had chances against his former best friend Tommaso Ciampa, and he always fell short. So when is it going to be enough's enough and he's going to finally win the championship? Because I know there's a lot of Johnny Gargano fans out there that have been just grasping, just wanting him to win the NXT title and finally become a Grand Slam champion as well. So one of these guys is going to be a Grand Slam champ. So coming from me, in this 2 out of 3 falls matchup for the NXT title, this will not go. This will go down to the third fall, like every 2 out of 3 falls match I've seen. It will be tied 1-1 with the winner winning in the third and decisive fall. So coming from me, as much as I know a lot of people are picking Johnny Gargano to win, the shirt says it all. I am taking Adam Cole, and that's Adam Cole, baby, to become the new undisputed NXT champion and defeat Johnny Gargano 2 straight falls to 1. And those are my NXT Takeover New York 2019 predictions. I want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Comment below, who do you have winning that huge 2 out of 3 falls match for the vacant title? I have Adam Cole winning at 2 straight falls to 1. Let me know who you got in that matchup. Who do you have winning the NXT UK title between Walter and Pete Dunne? Who do you have winning the North American title between Matt Riddle and the Velveteen Dream? Who do you have winning the Fatal 4-Way NXT Women's Championship matchup? And who do you have winning the NXT Tag Team titles? Let me know in the comment section below your picks and your opinions on that on the subject. Let's have a conversation about it. Of course, I'm always on to see your comment, like it, and of course reply right back to you, because comments are absolutely always welcome on this channel. I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Now, before you guys go, you guys can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share with your friends. Of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course, you guys can never forget to do this as well. That subscribe button, become part of this bigger and dangerous alliance. And I will see you guys later this week for my Ring of Honor and New Japan Pro Wrestling's G1 Supercard 2019 predictions. Lethal Taven Scroll Ladder War and Switchblade Okada 3. And my WrestleMania 35 predictions as well. Later days, guys, and peace.